So, what is Mega Man X? Ow. Ow. Fucker. Ow. Oh, good. Oh, it's an instant death. Okay, cool. For some reason, I decided to go after life for it on an instant death trap. That's cool. The jump from NES to Super Nintendo was beneficial to a lot of series and detrimental to others. The first-party games from Nintendo all fared well, with Mario, Zelda, and Metroid providing breakout hits. Some third-party series also made the jump relatively unscathed, like Final Fantasy, Ghosts 'n Goblins, and Castlevania. One that absolutely outdid itself though? Mega Man. No, not that one. Still good though. Mega Man X was released in 1993 for the Super Nintendo by everyone's favorite Street Fighter on the block, Capcom. Technically, this is a spin-off from the NES Mega Man series, with the setting being 100 years in the future. Here, you are X, not technically Mega Man, but close enough. X was discovered in a capsule buried under copies of E.T. for the Atari 2600 and was shown to be a robot with emotions and a high level of intelligence. X and Dr. Kane, the person who discovered X, combined their intelligence to duplicate X's unique traits and similar androids, nicknamed Reploids. And before long, that design is the standard for all produced robots. But you can't give anything free will before some of them decide to be dicks. So some Reploids turn evil and are marked Mavericks. So in response, more Reploids are assembled to be a police force against these renegades called the Maverick Hunters, naturally. One of the headliners of this task force was an advanced Reploid immune from being turned bad named Sigma, who led the Hunters across a successful campaign to bring these ne'er-doers under his boot. Nah, just kidding. He turns evil, recruits a majority of the Maverick Hunters, and flies away to his private island to plan the genocide of humanity. Whoops. From here, a guilty, non-combat ready X and unturned badass Hunter Zero must go at it alone, taking care of all the Mavericks and at the end, Sigma himself. Mega Man X retains the basic frame of a Mega Man game, with X going after 8 different Mavericks who are at the end of their respective theme levels, using his Mega Buster gun and any powers he receives from the previously defeated bosses. Once done, X will assault Sigma's base, composed of multiple levels and bosses, including previously defeated Mavericks, whose power you've already stolen. This is straight out of the Dr. Wily playbook, and might turn some off with how it sounds repetitive, but this is where the intro stage comes in. An intro stage to a Mega Man game sounds redundant, but this actually helps the game out a lot by showing the player the basic functions X can do naturally without outright telling the player. For example, X is deployed to a highway to stop a Maverick attack, and after getting used to running and gutting through the small enemies like the previous game, and defeating a carrier, you fall through a collapsed floor without any way to get up. Or do you? One of the major new additions is the ability to jump on and scale walls, which come in handy immediately. After this, you're confronted by General Vile on a Gundam and get your ass beat and have to be saved by Zero. But oh well. From here, you finally get your choice of robot mask Maverick to face. Unlike the NES games, these guys actually have names that don't end in man, though some of their names are pretty weird, primarily looking at you, Boomer Kuwanger. Each level is rendered in absolutely beautiful sprite work, which was sorely needed after the previous 6 games retained the same basic look, and the music makes full use of the Super Nintendo sound capabilities. Shout out to the Armored Armadillos theme, my favorite. You control X as he steadily gets stronger through the game, gaining weapons that are specialized against another Maverick, till you can turn the tables on Vile and save Zero to, let's say, mixed results, and save the world. The boss weapons aren't all you can get though. Throughout the levels you can find heart tanks which expand X health bar, and sub-tanks which replace E-tanks from the NES game and allow X to store additional health if his own health bar is filled. Also hidden are these upgrade pods, left by the ever so resourceful Dr. Light, which give X additional skills such as improved defense, dashing, and block breaking. From here, and with certain conditions filled, if you find the last hidden pod, Dr. Light gives X a fucking Hadouken. Yes, the projectile from Street Fighter is obtainable in this game, and it kicks ass. Mega Man X is everything you could ever want in a sequel, especially for the Mega Man franchise, which made so little progress in the NES era it could be reclassified as a sloth. Better graphics, better sound, better gameplay, better story, everything. If there is a glaring fault to this game, then I have to say it's probably the short length, which it shares with most others in the series. If that doesn't bother you, however, and you haven't played this yet, absolutely go after it. You won't regret it. This game gets 5 mechanical monstrosities out of 5.